If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go in the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener. Okay, so this song is
Gojira Space Time, bitches, let's go.
Space and Time.
No, not Space and Time, it's Space Time.
Okay, Gojira Space Time, let's go. Do you hear anything?
Nope, there it goes.
my goodness gracious. Gojira! Gojira!
Okay.
Gojira!
Gojira.
That's how I say it, right? Gojira!
I guess.
Oh, you finally, okay, you got the symbol? Excellent. Excellent.
I thought that you were doing that when I said I'll make the tea, you check the email.
You failure.
But,
okay, so these guys are a real honest sort of curiosity.
what do you mean?
They're just very, very honest with their curiosity about what's going on. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
Send it again. I canceled it.
Okay, that's cool.
Don't worry, brother. Your picture's on the way. Soraya finally
God.
fixed it. Inshallah.
Oh God.
But
That's
yeah,
nice.
if you, I'll post those lyrics for you because I want to go over them. But it just seemed like a real, like, honest child, like, the question asking that I think.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I just feel like everybody has these questions, whether we admit them or not.
Yeah, whether they're willing to admit it. Okay.
Like, I think, like, I don't know, Mike. This might weird him out, but me and the homie are actually supposed to go stargazing at some point if he's in the area.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Me and
AT.
yeah, me and AT. But I don't think you're gonna come.
I assumed that you wouldn't do it with me and
think-
just with him.
I don't think you're invited.
I was
think you're invited.
I was assuming that's what it was. Even though I've wanted you to do that multiple times, but who cares?
You never said that. You've never said you.
I
wanted to go
literally said I wish
stargazing.
that our roof would open so we'd be under the stars.
Oh well.
I said, "Oh, look,
you
there's a
said-
storm. We should go out for a walk."
said lots of
Doesn't matter.
things.
Doesn't
You said
matter.
lots of things.
I'm understanding where things are at. Go stargazing. Enjoy
You
yourselves.
said lots of things. All right, so this picture represents this song for the big homie DJ AT.
I think he made this art, right? AT, you made this, right?
Yeah, check out his Instagram. Rented Reality on Instagram. Rented Reality on Instagram. AT, send me your website. I want to know.
Okay, so I fix my attention on this ball spinning round inside of me, deep inside, revolving conscious planet on an axis around this star by the light. And the black holes in the vaults of heaven makes me wonder why. How matter can disappear. Are the doors in this wall to reach the light from time and space? So this is going on inside of him. Is that that's what you got from that as well?
What do you? Well, yeah, but revolving conscious planet on an axis around the star by the light. So, there's something like percolating inside of himself that he's trying to figure out about the world, and I mean, these are all the existential questions. Why are we here? Yada yada yada. The black holes in the vault of heaven makes me wonder why, how matter can disappear. Like black holes.
Oh, yeah.
Suck out the light and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And the doors.
Are there doors in this wall to reach the light from space, from time and space?
Yeah, it's like one of the questions. Like if I wasn't a Christian, that I would ask would be, what was here before the Big Bang? I mean, obviously there's the causal question, what caused the Big Bang and all the rest of it. Because if everything was, wrapped up in the singularity, what made the thing explode? And then you got, what's his face? Hawking, which I thought was just a lot of sophistry and nonsense, where he basically said nothing can explode and create everything. I just think that that's crazy. I don't think that there is ever... Yeah. I think the concept of nothingness itself is impossible. I think nothingness is a sort of logical concept.
Yeah.
But as far as it being a practical concept, I think it's impossible.
I agree.
Because I think if there was ever nothing would be the only thing that would be. Because
forever. How
could you translate, like you've got Einstein's theory of relativity equals mc squared. How could you translate nothingness creating everything? You'd have to say 0 plus 0 equals a trillion. Mm-hmm. You can't translate that mathematically. I mean, 0 plus 0 is always going to equal 0. Mm-hmm. So, which is one of the reasons why, back in the day, we always used to speculate about, eternal matter. Mm-hmm. It was Plato? That matter in the universe is eternal, because I just think that if there was ever nothingness, then I've never heard anybody, and
this doesn't. I mean, I guess you could say that's an argument for necessary being. Because 1 contains within it all the numbers in the world, all the numbers to infinity, but 0 contains none of them.
Right.
And obviously mathematicians argue 0 isn't technically a number, yada yada yada. But
yeah, well.
But
yeah.
1 contains all the numbers, so you can get everything from 1, but you can't get anything from 0.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever had a 0, then I just think it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So that does force you to ask some questions. Now, AT, my brother disagrees. I disagree, but I'm not taking that position.
You disagree about 0 creating stuff? Is that what you're saying?
And again, I don't understand that either.
Chat.
How would you know you're here except by the fact that you once weren't? Goth Mama's email. Okay, so talk to the chat because there's an emergency email I have to check out. No, we're good.
Poor
Just talk
Goth
to the
Mama.
Chat. What?
Well, they said it was about. Didn't she say Goth Mama's email? Okay, so Bricktown 1 and 0, off and on, yes and no, true and false, light and heavy, male and female duality. Well,
I'm in my email. I don't have anything yet.
Refresh it, or maybe check my secret email. Maybe she sent it there.
She sent it to the Sori secret email?
There's no email yet by Goth Mama. Okay, so the Big Bang is about expansion, so it doesn't say there was nothing. It just started from an infinitely small point and started expanding. Yeah, but what started that infinitely small point? That's something.
I agree. And the argument is that there was never nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that proponents of the Big Bang say that it came from nothing. I specifically said Hawking.
No, it's Davy's email, not Goth Mama's.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I know what she's talking about. Yeah. 1 and 0, off and on, yes and no, true and false, light and heavy, male and female duality. Well, to a degree there's duality, but I also think you probably believe in the binary, the non-binary ideology when it comes to male and female. I don't think that you need non-existence to know that you exist. I don't think so either. I don't understand how that follows.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think you need consciousness to know that you exist, but I don't think that you need the concept of non-existence to know that existence is a reality any more than you need badness to know that goodness is a reality. Non-existence is the negation of something.
Right.
Evil is the negation of something. So I we've had this discussion. I don't think that evil exists as an ontology within itself. Evil is simply the absence of good. So you can have good without evil.
Right.
But you cannot have evil without good.
Yeah.
You can have existence without non-existence. But I'm not sure why you would have to have. And by the way, guys, my chat tool on my thingamajig is frozen. So a lot of you guys, it's back. Bless God. Thank God. We're back.
Alan said, so you can never know you're dead?
Well, we've had this discussion. It depends on how you define dead. If you define dead as...
He said, if death is the separation of spirit and body, where does mind relate and connect to each of them?
Good question. How would you answer that?
I have no clue. I'm waiting to hear your answer.
Well, the Greek term for soul is psychikos, or psyche. That's actually, like, if you look in your Bible and you try to find the word soul in your Bible, the Greek term is actually psyche. Mm-hmm. And so, Paul says, may your whole spirit, soul, and body be kept pure until the day of the Lord Jesus. So I think the mind is within the realm of the soul, or the personality. And so when the body dies, what happens is that your soul and your spirit is simply the faction or the fragment of your soul that connects with the supernatural, right? So the collection. I'm going to simplify this for everybody. You and I are going to talk offline, so I'll be more specific. But the part of you that connects with the supernatural or God, the Bible calls a spirit. And so your soul is part of your mental makeup. So your consciousness, your memories, your personality, all of that goes to the next world, and you still maintain your identity. So you're still aware of who you are just because your body and your soul are separate. But what I don't understand is this concept that you have to, that non-existence is necessary for existence to be appreciated or understood. I don't understand that. I'm not smart enough to get there. So you're going to have to, I'm serious. There's a reason he's saying it. You're going to have to get there and explain that to me.
Oh, I mean, I can kind of see what he's saying if I'm seeing it right. Like, just like if you could see everything, what makes seeing is that you have blindness. Like the opposite. Like, I see the duality thing, but I'm not really sure.
What makes seeing is blindness?
No, like I don't know how to explain it.
Blindness is an absence of sight. We
Right.
wouldn't say that sight is an absence of blindness.
No.
So that's what I'm saying, is that you start with the original, and then all these other things that we're calling duality are not really dualities that exist
They're
within
just the
themselves.
absence of that
They're
thing.
just the absence of the original thing.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, it's like saying, oh, we have counterfeit money, and you have to have counterfeit money to have real money. No. You can have just real money. You don't need a counterfeit to know what is real. You can just have real money. That's all.
Right.
You don't need a counterfeit for that.
Right.
Because anytime you have money, in order for that kind of duality to be real, here's what would have to happen. Every time that you created a dollar or a real dollar, a fake dollar would necessarily have to pop up in order for them to exist together.
Right. And that's not true.
But that's not true. So those are not logically necessary, is what I'm saying. So existence can exist without non-existence. It's not necessary for non-existence. And again, I don't even believe that non-existence or nothingness is even truly possible.
That's what I was going to wonder.
Because I don't know how you get here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And where are you before you're here, and where are you after you go? And is there ever a space where you don't exist?
Yeah, well...
Just because you don't exist here, maybe you existed somewhere else. And obviously, we believe that after you die, you're going on to something else. So, but we never talk about what happened before you were here. And did you exist before you were here? And if you did, where were you?
Right. Yeah, so I don't really...
Existence exists in a void. That's such a creepy thought.
Yeah, either wouldn't be possible without the other. Yeah, I know you keep asserting that, but explain that to me, because that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Because I don't begin with your assumptions. I'm assuming that you're saying that we exist in a void, as in like space, and the space itself is a void. I'm assuming that that's what you're saying, but I'm rejecting that assertion. I don't believe that space is a void. So what do you mean by that one is necessary for the other? I don't understand what that means.
Fally, even in the nothingness prior to the Big Bang, the potential for everything must have existed.
Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, I think you're wise. I think you're wise to put nothingness in quotations, because if there was truly nothingness, then there would be no Big Bang. Right? Mm-hmm. It's like saying that at the end of space is the nothingness where the Big Bang originated from. Well, it would be like saying that, but that would assume that there is nothingness beyond the Big Bang. And what I'm saying is that is impossible, logically. I'm not even talking about experientially. I'm just saying logically it's impossible. 0 plus 0 is always going to be 0. Mm-hmm. So you have to have a plus something in order to get to where we are here. Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand it, but they say that math can explain everything. Like, they were saying like math can explain everything, and that there's all these equations and everything that can explain everything. But if everything came from a zero, then math doesn't explain everything.
Well, math would explain to us that everything coming from a zero is impossible. I agree
That's
with
what
her.
I'm saying. If that was true, then math couldn't explain everything.
Non-being is a logical impossibility. Even to refer to a state of non-being as a contradiction of terms, it gives non-being ontological status that it couldn't have. Correct. Right. And you have to understand space expanding and things are in its field. Nothingness is a fundamental reality behind all separated individual things that we give different names to. Yeah, but to Perk's point, Alan, the thing you're calling nothingness is something because you're identifying it.
Yep.
If it was truly nothingness, then you wouldn't be able to identify it.
Right.
So I'm not following there. Math doesn't say that 0 plus 0 equals 0? I don't know. I think math does say that 0 plus 0 equals 0.
And 0 times 0 is 0.
I think 0 divided by 0 is also 0.
What?
I think 0 to the 0 power is also 0.
0 minus 0 is 0.
Yeah, so I mean BC's point, which was that the universe is infinite or eternal. I think that, like I said, that was Plato's position. But I think thermodynamics probably disproves that.
I think the phrase you may be looking for is dependent origination.
No, I don't think that's the phrase she's looking for. I just think it's more simplistic for me to say 0 plus 0 is always going to equal 0. It's an idea that's impossible to imagine. I don't give the void existence by conceiving something by definition is inconceivable. I hung up on its importance because of that.
Wait, what? It's an idea that's impossible to imagine. I don't give the void existence by conceiving something by definition.
Sori is right. Well, yeah. So then the question has to be, if you were conceiving of something that is mathematically and by extension logically impossible, shouldn't you dispense with that idea and then just move up from 0 to 1? Right?
Yeah.
And we got a deal for you. Hero Israel, the Lord your God, the Lord is
1.
Hey, welcome to the team, Echad.
That was so cute. What a cute little moment.
But like, obviously that's the thing I love about Gojira is because I think this is maybe one of the weaknesses maybe of metal is sometimes I think like rap songs, because of the dense lyricism in rap songs, you can end up having really deep conversations specifically about what's being said.
Yeah.
Whereas metal, it'll move you, definitely get you at the emotional level, it will move you. But on like the philosophical level where you're really digging in, sometimes metal, because of the emotive nature of what we're doing, sometimes it's harder to get there emotionally. So this song definitely does it. And I really, actually, speaking of the stars.
Oh, I already told Dave. You want me to bring it out?
Yeah, bring it out. I think it'd be cool. This is, can you see this? Hold on, it's coming in backwards because we're so good at observation.
Oh.
Human beings, we're so good at observation. Here we go. Okay. This is Star Registration. And this is got to be, I really wish we would have had the opportunity to actually open this thing
on camera. So what happened is, Davey, you had already said that, like, you had sent us something and it was important and stuff, and then I started thinking, like, we were waiting to open it on camera, but then all of a sudden I just got like semi-paranoid, and I was like, what if what if he was like, please respond to this, and there's like some panicky situation that you're in, and then we're waiting to open it on camera. So I couldn't wait because I was like afraid that you were in danger. So I opened it up. It's like maybe I've been watching too many shows. I don't know. So I opened it up and like I saw he got a star for us. It says right here that the star has been named Vin and Sori. I cried. I literally cried. I was like, oh my gosh. And Vinny and I haven't done it because we want to do it together, but you download the app and my son was doing it, but I was like, don't show me because I want to look at it with Vin. But you take from the app, you hold it up to the sky, and like it'll literally guide you to where your star is, so then you can just like set your phone and then see it right beyond it. So Vinny and I are gonna go stargazing together, and we're gonna find our star. So thank you for that.
I hate saying stuff like this. Why do we have to rank everything? But I gotta tell you, that's probably
it was like
one of the more significant gifts we've ever gotten. Period. Ever.
Yeah. I mean, we've gotten some pretty significant gifts.
100%.
But this one was
100%.
like, I don't know. And for some reason, like, I've heard of people doing this before, and I didn't think that I was like, oh, that's probably like a scam, or I don't know. Like, I had all these thoughts about it, but when I actually got it for myself, I was like bawling my eyes out.
Yeah,
and it was so special. And even seeing like this certificate with it and stuff, like I have to tell you, literally,
it's really good quality paper as well.
Literally, Davey, I have never kept any certificates. Anytime I got a certificate in my life, the first thing that I did when I got home is throw it straight in the trash, because I always felt like certificates were like fake ways of motivating people. Yeah, I never liked them. But this is the first time that I've gotten a certificate that actually felt so meaningful to me.
He said there's a message in there.
I didn't see a message.
I
mean, it says right here, thank you for saving my life. Much love, Davey J.
Thank you for saving my life. Much love from the big homie, Davey J.
And like I read that to Vinny when and it was also it was successfully entered into the star naming registry on December 2nd, 2021. And the star has been named Vin and Sori. I just thought that was so like special, and so I don't even know, like, I don't know. I cried. I could cry right now.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just really, really great. It meant a lot.
Yeah. I that's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah. And I think too, I also cried because I was like, I had like pumped myself up, like, what if there was something wrong and maybe you needed help or something, I don't know. And then when I opened it and you were okay and you were like, thank you for saving my life, it was just all positive. And then it was a star. It was just like, it was super cool. I wish we would open it on camera, but I was concerned about you. So I wasn't going to wait just to get a reaction on camera if you needed us. So
I know. Yeah, we thought the homie was
in peril. I was like, what is in peril?
We don't want you. All right. Now we can transition to rating this song.
Oh no. I'm very.
It's a solid 9 for me. I felt like
this was a solid 6 for me.
This was early Gojira. What did you just say? Yes. It's because the riffage and the arrangements were a little bit different.
They were different, and I just like.
You're just so corny.
I couldn't feel it. But the conversation during, afterwards was interesting. So.
Unbelievable.
And wait, look. Alan, it's kind of like buying a patch of soil in Scotland to be a lord. I didn't know you could do that.
How dare you be so corny and rated so? I put too much green on this thing.
Anyway, so you guys...
Did you see negative vibes?
No.
He's like, Finn has been on the left side this entire time! My whole life is a lie!
Yep, that's what happens. But your reality is not necessarily your reality.
This is all observation. This is a scientific method, Taylor.
Right.
It's an observation.
Very weird.
No, I just think you're saying it. Gojira has very unique structures and chord progressions. They make very different decisions. And your brain...
that's what it is.
No, listen.
Can't be just that I don't like it.
No, listen. Your brain has been formulated to expect certain kinds of progression. Remember that Sean kid? He was explaining this to me in music theory. That's why he was saying...
Yeah, I understand that, but there's a lot of times I feel that when there's a song that's off, I always say, I like it. It was off and I like that. So say what you want. It just wasn't my thing.
You don't understand what I'm trying to say, commoner.
Okay, whatever.
Shout out to Janine from Australia, and shout out to Jason, who listens to Amon Amarth. I'm going to get out of here. Shout out to Rented Reality, a.k.a. DJ AT, a.k.a. the RTs who created this amazingness.
All right, we're coming at you with more art and more music.
Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.